Good morning. It's February 18th, 2024. And these are our oracle messages for the upcoming week. The first message I have is from the Thoughts from the Mount of Blessing. And the scripture we have for the week is no man can serve two masters, which is Matthew 6:12. And the book says, Christ does not say that man will not or shall not serve two masters, but that he cannot. The interest of God and the interest of Mammon have no union or sympathy. Just where the conscience of the Christian warns him to forbear, to deny himself, to stop, just there the worldly steps over the line to indulge his selfish indulgences. On one side of the line is a self-denying follower of Christ. On the other side of the line is a self-indulgent world lover, pandering to fashion, engaging in frivolous things, and pampering himself in forbidden pleasures. On that side of the line, the Christian cannot go. No one can occupy a neutral position. There is no middle class who neither love God nor serve the enemy of their righteousness. Christ is to live in his human agents and work through their faculties and act through their capabilities. Their will must be submitted to his will. They must act with his spirit. So, this is not the week for bragging and trying to impress people. Just keep things simple. Last week, I think the message was to not be ceremonial in your prayer, to just come to him with your words in prayer, how you're feeling, express how you're feeling, that they don't have to be fancy words. So he is again telling us to show up for him in our most humble selves, and to not become overly concerned with non-essential things, that he has to be the center of our essence. So that is that message for the week. From the messages from the other side, I got the water card, but I had also gotten that last week. So if that resonates with you, go listen to some of the stuff I uploaded last week, and it should be there. So I asked for a different card from the Passed Over Loved Ones card, and I got the I Am Learning and Growing over here. And this card says, life lessons are often not understood until we cross over to the other side. Our loved ones' greatest wishes are that we learn, grow, and let go of karmic debt while still on earth. So that we do not take it with us energetically when we cross over to the other side, heaven. Once we are free from karma, then we can begin helping others on earth to do the same, releasing their karmic ties and karmic relationships. Many deceased loved ones help us from above. They help us come to a place of understanding so that we may see from a higher perspective. When we see clearly, we are more apt to stay on track and have a greater opportunity to manifest our true divine purpose. What they do not know or understand or become aware of while on earth, they have become fully informed of in the afterlife. Distance and time can help you find a fuller inner awareness. The message from your loved ones is, I took a good look at my physical life and I took inventory of it. There were many things that happened in my life that were out of my control. There were also things that happened that I could have changed, shifted, or controlled, and I did not. Now I have the wisdom to know the difference and admit it's a lot easier when you can see things from an outside perspective and when you are not in the middle of the emotions surrounding the situation. If I could see and know back then what I know now, I would have lived my life differently. I take responsibility for those choices now. What I did not know back then, I forgive myself for. Now that I know better, I am gaining trust in myself so that the next time I go back to Earth, I do not make the same mistakes. Be sure to ask me or others or other deceased relatives to help you when the journey seems foggy. I will be there when you need me. Otherwise, I allow you to do things your own way and learn in your own timing. And I have a couple of cards from, was it a Good Day card? The Good Deck card? Where's the box? I don't know where the box is now. But these are kind of action cards. You can either choose one or choose them all. The first one says, be aware of your body language. Body language is important not only for communicating well and confidently, but it can also affect how you feel. By acting confident, it will make you feel more confident and create a positive feedback loop. Watch the TED Talk, Your Body Language May Shape Who You Are by Amy Cuddy. That's Amy, Cuddy. Practice what you learn in public at least 3 times. If this sparks your interest, do some additional research and self-study. So that is the assignment associated with this card. The second card I have is Become Foolproof. In the age of fake news, it can be really hard to know if what you are reading is real or not. Arm yourself with tools and strategies so that you don't get fooled. Find yourself a good fact-checking site like Snopes.com. That's SNOPES.com. Research methods to identify disinformation and learn about logical faculties that are often used to trick people. Try out your new skill set and fact check at least 6 things that you are suspicious of. Wow, that's the first time I've ever seen. I've had that deck for like 3 years. That's the first time I've ever seen that card. Okay, and then the third card I have is Break a Bad Habit. Do you have a bad habit you've always known you should stop? Well, guess what? Today's the day. Set yourself specific actions that you are going to take to change your habits and when you are going to do them. Sweeten the deal by giving yourself a reward each week that you stick to your plan. It will take willpower and effort to change your ingrained habits, so have a plan. Be kind to yourself if you have relapses and be persistent. Check your progress weekly, and they're asking you to do that for 12 weeks. So I have already uploaded a couple of shorts. I'm sorry, and I know the quality isn't that great, but I'm just testing it out and giving it a try. I have one. I'll take one more card from the Journey of Love deck from Alana Fairchild. And I have this Seed of the Heart card, number 25. And I'm going to read the poem first. for this card, and it says, when sky can imagine the dark awake, and all light pervades, and bears the vast tranquil mystery, softly caressing the blue bold birth. And the book says, within each one of us is a divine seed of love, waiting to blossom into fullness. We do not always know what type of blossom we shall be. However, and sometimes if we try to figure it out in advance, the blossoming itself can cause us anxiety, pain, or fear, because it is taking us in an unknown, unexpected direction. We may even fear that the direction we are heading in is away from our life path and purpose, as if that were ever possible. The seed in the heart arises as guidance. We are unfolding in a new manifestation of the divine light within, and this comes with encouragement to trust, to surrender, to allow it to be as open, unthinking, and ready for unexpected things. Okay, so a couple of other messages. In the chakra for the week is the second chakra, which is the orange chakra, and we are in the year of, the color of the year is peach fuzz, so peach can also be used, or even salmon, like a color. Anyways, as I was kind of thumbing through that book, it's an old library book I've had for a long time. I just come to the realization, like last week, some masks for some people had come off, and when I was reading through my chakra book, I realized some more masks. I just came to some more realizations, and it's just been a lot within a few days. And but that second chakra is asking us to kind of not lash out at people, and to have compassion for people who are. And so it's just calling on us to be a little bit more mature this week, even if we're angry with people, and to take the higher ground, which isn't always the easiest thing to do, especially when people are causing you harm, and have been causing you harm for quite a while. So just, count to 10, and I'm sure I'm sure there's probably more shocking things to come. But right now, the only thing you have control over is yourself. So, so interesting with that fact checking and the card. I've never seen that card in the deck before. I didn't even look at the cards before I started to read this, and this is like the fourth time I've tried to upload this audio, because they keep having to redo it. And you're just really gonna have to be on the ball this week. You're gonna have to be sharp. You're gonna have to be quiet. You're gonna have to let other people speak first. You're gonna have to show up as your humble self. You're gonna have to, put your Jesus cap on, and not in a preachy way, but make sure you're putting him first. So when people are hurting your feelings, or hurting your pride, or stepping on you, or being cruel to you, it's not about them. It's about your relationship with God and you. So the other thing I wanted to say is, if you are a targeted individual, which I am, to have some compassion for yourself and other targeted individuals. It's quite cruel. It's meant to be cruel. It's meant to humiliate you. It's meant to embarrass you. It's meant to isolate you. It's meant to make you feel hopeless. And in a way, you are a political prisoner. So there's only so much of this you have control over. But what I would say is what you do have control over, you have to take control over. So get on a regiment where you're taking some type of Tylenol or a leave or whatever your choice is that's legal. Make sure that you're staying on top of your inflammation. If they kind of like to go after you when you're asleep, like tie you up electronically, or they're just going to be antagonizing you so you can't sleep. Make sure that you always have some type of caffeine pills or caffeine, some way to access it with you at all times, and making sure that you're being kind to your digestive system. So that can be Tums or antacids or any type of chewable, or whatever you need to help counteract whatever it is that's being done to you, because it's not natural to have Wi-Fi, your body be full of Wi-Fi signals. Like, it's just, and radiation. The radiation one is the one that really makes me nauseous. Like, I just feel like I'm ready to throw up a lung sometimes, when I can't get away from that. So make sure you have stuff with you, that you're ahead of the game, that you're not always running from behind, because if you're always running from behind, you're going to be irritated, or even more irritated than you are. When you're putting God first, I think that the kind of you feel more in partnership with Him. It's not so lonely. It's not so full of despair. So it isn't just a meaningless act of putting God first and then maybe someday I'll die and go to heaven, and you know what I mean? It is almost like a complete turnaround in the moment, in your day, in your mindset, in your thought process, where you get it back. You know what I mean? You do get it back. It's like a pet. When you love and take care of your pets, they don't take care of you back the same way, but they take care of you in a way that's emotional, that you can't get anywhere else. You know what I mean? And I think it's the same for God, only in a much more powerful way. So don't feel like by putting Him first you lose anything. You get it back when you are sincerely doing that. And at the same, it's like, it's okay to like clothes and all those other things. It's just, they can't be the center of your existence right now. In this moment, He has been asking us to be honest and unceremonial in our prayer. And I think this week He's asking us to be simple, to not be showy, not trying to impress people, not trying to be out movers and shakers this week, to just be simple. And so those are all the Oracle message for this week. So God bless and have a good week. Bye.